The three future trends for marketers that I don't really hear people talking about much. The first one is humanity, adding humanity back into your marketing. More and more marketing is going digital, and too often we just throw out any old message without thinking about how would we do this if we were having the conversation. If the customer is right there in front of us, what would we say? How would we say it? Would we say thank you? Yes, we would. Would we say thank you in the nicest way possible? Yes, we would. That doesn't mean, oh, I've said thank you, I've got an automated message that comes out of my website, it's plain text, it's boring, it's hard to read. That's not saying thank you. The second trend that I don't really hear people talking about is, well, actually, they're talking a lot about it. They're talking about big data, and they're talking about marketing automation. But what they're not talking about is mashing those two things together. Big data is big. Big data is very useful. Big data is also a buzzword that consultants use to sell you more stuff. It's just about using the data you have in a clever way to, again, going back to my first point, adding that humanity into your program, knowing where people are in the life cycle, understanding what their needs are, what their issues are, what their concerns are, what their desires are, and reacting to those, just like you would in a conversation with a friend at a pub. I think the third emerging trend is that you hear a lot, as I said earlier, about big data. You hear a lot about marketing automation. What people aren't really talking about is how practically do you achieve these things with your marketing program. One of the things at dotMailer that we talk a lot about is think big, start small, and scale quickly. Think big. Don't be afraid to think about what that program is going to look like in 2, 3, 4 months, or a year, or 2 years. But don't try to solve everything at once. Rome wasn't built in a day. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 things that you know you can accomplish quickly, optimize those things, and then scale quickly. Add to it every day, every week, bit by bit, and by the end of the year, you'll have a beautiful program. If you try to start big, do it all at once, you'll get distracted. You'll find some other project will come up. It's easy to put a marketing automation program down on paper, 45, 50, 60, 70 different touch points. But then when you sit down and try to write the content for all those bits and pieces, you very quickly realize that you're never going to get it all done in one go.